Okay, and here we have the Hava One pod system. This product was sent to me for the purpose of this review by Hava. Let's go ahead, open up the package, and see what comes with the kit. Okay, and here's the Hava One pod system kit. So inside your box, you're going to have the Hava One pod system, the ceramic. It's going to be a 1.2 ohm ceramic coil, and your micro USB charging cable. Underneath the tray, you are going to have a silicone sleeve for the top of your Hava One pod, should you want to add a sleeve to it. You're going to have an informational card about the Hava One pod system, a user manual, a product information card, a warning card, and a quality control card. Okay, so here is the actual all-in-one pod device. Now this is made of metal, so even though it is quite small and compact, it does have quite a bit of weight to it. I'll go ahead and go over some technical specifications for you. Battery capacity on this is going to be 350 milliamp hour battery built in. Its input voltage is going to be 5 volts. Charging time is going to take 90 minutes. The charging current is 200 to 400 milliamp hours. Pod capacity 2 mLs. Pod material is made of food grade plastic. The coil type is ceramic coil, although I will say Hava also sent me over a 3-pack of their cotton pods that they have as well to their ceramic pods. So there are 2 different style of pods. You can do the ceramic or the regular cotton and wire pods. The material of the rim of the pod is going to be zinc alloy and UV varnishing, which is what gives it that sheen there, that very chrome-like style to it. The size of the device is going to be 92.5 millimeters by 36 millimeters by 14 millimeters. So this has a magnetic removable facing, and behind that is where you will put your pod. You simply push in and push down to slide it down. So this is where you're going to insert your pod, and it does have this little plastic strip that you can lay over, and that's going to allow you to pull your pod out when you clip it down in there, since it is going to sit down flush with this inner housing. Flip it over to show you the back. This cover is not removable, however it looks very similar to the front with the exception of the little marking there, and then on the back it says Hava One. Your USB charging is going to be located on the inside of the pod underneath the outer metal cover. So down here is going to be your LED status light. Right here above that is going to be your power button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 clicks to turn it on, and it's going to flash white. Let's go ahead and open up the pod. So the pod included again is that 1.2 ohm ceramic coil. Fill ports on either side, so no matter which side you open up the pod, you can pull it up from that side, or you can also pull it up on this side. There are 2 rubber gasket openings, so you can pull that up and then fill your pod. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill this up with Nick salt. So I'm going to be using the Dinner Lady Lemon Tart Nick Salt. So let's see how this does with a glass stripper. So I am able to get the end of the glass stripper in there pretty easily. A little bit of a spillage there at the very end. One problem is that with a glass stripper you're not able to let as much air come out the hole. I could have took the other end of the pod off though, and that would allow air to escape while I'm filling it with a glass stripper. So doing it that way makes it much easier if you're using a glass stripper. There we go. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that rubber gasket right back on top there. Secure that down. And now that I've filled my pod, I can go ahead and put it in. So you can see 2 contacts there, and then in the center is going to be the airflow. That airflow is going to travel down into the mod, and that's going to be what activates the puff sensor on this because it is a draw activated device. So I'll just lay that clip there. And then I should be able to push down and pop it in. So pretty easily it pushes down and then pops straight in there, and then that lines up with that hole at the top. So it does recommend that you close the filling cap and then you let the pod sit for 3 to 5 minutes before you begin vaping on it. And then we can go ahead and place the cover on there, and that clips right in. So let's go ahead and push that down and back out, and we're going to talk about the battery charging and the LED light status. So the LED light status, it's going to blink 10 times when the battery is low. The status light will blink yellow when the battery charge is below 30%, and white when the battery charge is anywhere between 30% to 100%. When you've plugged it into the USB charging, the battery light will stay solid white when the battery is fully charged. So there are 3 modes. The first taste mode is going to be in white. If you press it 3 times, it will show green, and that is in the powerful taste mode. And then you have also bypass mode on this device. If you click that 3 times, it will then display a blue light, and that's going to be bypass mode. 3 clicks to go back to the first taste mode. So to use the device, you'll simply inhale to initiate the vaping via its airflow activation trigger. The light will blink brighter when you start vaping, and the LED light on here will show continuously during vaping, and then it dims when you stop vaping. When you stop vaping, then the LED light will blink to indicate your battery status. So if you wish to store your device and you want to power it off, even with the cover on, you can turn the device off by pushing down on this top area of the cover 5 times. You'll see a red light flash, and that indicates that your device is now powered off. And that is the Hava One all-in-one pod system. Let's go back up top, have a vape on it, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions. Hey guys, so that was the up and close look at the Hava pod system. Today joining me for review is going to be my little kitty cat, Kisses. You'll have to excuse her, she's being very needy today. But we're going to go ahead and we're just going to record this video with her as a guest. So the Hava pod system, this is called the Hava One... Sorry. I have cat here. Oh. Okay, is she going? Okay, so the Hava One pod system is a 350 milliamp hour all-in-one pod system. Now it does have a pod, though you can't see it. It's on the inside of the device, as I showed in the up and close. And let's go right into the pros. I'm kind of off my game here since I have my cat here in front of me. So the Hava One, things that I like about it. First thing that I like about it is the fit and finish. It is a zinc alloy material, so it has a lot of weight to it. It is fully made of metal except for the inner pod cartridge itself. Alright, you guys might hear my cat down there under my microphone. So the flavor and the draw on this device, it is a very restricted mouth to lung draw. However, you can do a really restricted direct lung by allowing air to come in through the sides of your mouth. I'll go ahead and demonstrate for you both the mouth to lung and the direct lung draw. So there's the mouth to lung draw, and that's taking 2 draws. I do find with this pod, when you first get it, after it's cooled down completely, you do need to take a couple puffs off of it to really get that coil ramped up and producing vapor. But I really do like the mouth to lung draw on this. Has a nice little bit of throat hit. I'm using, in almost all of my pod systems, when I'm using nicotine salt, I am using the Dinner Lady Nic Salt Lemon Tart. So I know this flavor really well, and I definitely can get the lemon tart flavor through this pod, and I do get just a little bit of a throat hit as well. Now let me go ahead and show you the direct lung. So that way I get a much longer pull and a little more vapor off of it, and it does intensify the flavor a little bit because I'm ramping that coil up for a much longer period of time, and it allows it to really get much warmer. But I really like it for both direct lung and mouth lung, but I do think this is a really good pod kit for a smoker transitioning to vaping because it mimics that nice tight draw of a cigarette. So next pro is going to be the 2 ml capacity on the pods. The next pro on the pod is going to be that they do offer both ceramic or organic cotton coils for the pods. Now I will say that the con is that while they do offer 2 different kinds of pods, they didn't include that in the box. They only included the ceramic pod in the box. So I really would have liked to have seen Hava include both the cotton and the ceramic coil pods, so as that a user would get a chance to try both of them before buying another pack of pods. Next pro on this device is that it has 3 taste modes. So you have your regular taste mode, your powerful taste mode, and then bypass. Now I will say with bypass, I don't particularly like bypass mode on pod devices simply because in bypass mode, you're going to have the battery drain, and then the vape is going to get weaker as the battery gets weaker. But the powerful taste mode, I can see where that's helpful, and I do like it in powerful taste mode. I find that you get a little bit more bump in flavor as well as more vapor production. But taste mode and powerful taste mode, there isn't a huge difference. It's not going to be like a night and day difference, I don't think. So the next pro on this device is going to be that you can vape while charging, though it would be quite difficult to do considering that the USB charge port is located on the inside of the device. And I also like that it does have a power button on the inside where you can 5 clicks to turn the device off for when you're storing it. So that's really nice. Now let's talk about some cons for the device, because I pretty much already mentioned the cons. So the first con is going to be that they did not include an extra pod in the box. The next con for this device is going to be that the USB charging port is on the inside. Now for this con, I would say it's a con and it's not a con. It all depends on what you like. One thing I noticed with pocketing your devices, whether it be a regular mod with a USB charging port on it or a pod device, if I put it in my pocket or I put it in my purse, dust and lint will get into the USB charging port. The nice thing is with it being covered is that doesn't happen. But the con to that is that you will have to take off this faceplate in order to charge your device. And that's really the only negative things I have to say about the device. I've really been enjoying it. I like the nice little light there. I like that it's got a clicky 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off button. So that's my thoughts on the Hava One pod device. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button, and if you're not already, click that subscribe button, and if you are, don't forget to hit the little bell icon so you get notified the next time I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Bye bye. And I almost forgot to tell you guys that I will be giving away one of these Hava Ones with both the ceramic coils and the cotton coils. Yes, you will get 2 packs of the cotton and the ceramic coils with your Hava One. To enter that giveaway, you're going to have to go over to my website, kimmyvapes.net, and there will be a giveaway posted on my website for the Hava One. So make sure at the end of this video that you click the little thumbnail where it says Kimmy Vapes, and that'll take you to kimmyvapes.net where you can enter the giveaway for the Hava One pod system. Bye-bye. I'm trying to record a video. You don't care the least bit, do you? You don't care. You just want lovin's.